Hello. We're going to do a good stuff reading. We haven't done one in a long time. So I figured let's go ahead and do a good stuff. This is for the next 30 days. Of course, whenever you find it, that's when you're meant to find it. So don't, I try not to do timing on these things, but whenever you find it, that's when you're meant to find it. It's for the next 30 days upon when you watch this. General reads only take a resonates, leave the rest for somebody else. All right, good stuff for Aries for the next 30 days. Let's see what's going on. Good stuff for Aries. See you guys being very cautious about something that you're comfortable with it, but I also feel like it's due time to walk away. So it's like you're trying not to be impulsive when you do this because of the shared history that you have with either this person or this thing. But ultimately, I see there is a walking away period for you guys. Why is this good stuff? World's in reverse, the Empress. Because you know, this was holding you back. You had the World card in the reverse, followed by the Empress in the reverse. I feel like you weren't getting your just dues. Like you weren't getting the recognition that you deserved. You weren't being treated fairly. You weren't, the value of what you bring, you being you, was not, it's almost like it was being downplayed. Like you were being downplayed. And so I feel like whatever this is, regardless of the time that you have spent with either this person, this company, this situation, I feel like, it's high time to close that chapter and you're walking away. And I feel like what you don't realize is actually coming to you. It's actually going to shake some things up because like you have no knowledge of what's about to take place. But once this happens, I feel like what's coming your way is that you're about to benefit. You're about to open up doors because you allowed this to crumble. Okay? It's not you being left out in the cold simply because you decide to walk away from something. This is you receiving. So when one door is closing, another door is opening. Now, for some of you, this could be financial, like receiving something financially. Maybe you walked away from a job and you're going to a new one, or you're walking away from something that's not working for you, it's not serving you. I know whatever it is going to completely change the trajectory of how things have been going. So it's almost like you finally taking that next step of walking away from something here leads you to where you've been trying to get to this whole time. So it's definitely going to change some things up for you. Give me more. How is this good stuff? Okay. You have some sort of wish fulfillment coming in relation to a situation that it could be you just wanted more support, more money, reciprocity, but it felt almost like there was some sort of challenge. There was something that was getting in the way of being able to receive this. And I'm seeing a lot of blocks from the past. There's something that lights a new fire, new flame. You get a new chance here. It's a very exciting chance, but I feel like whatever this is something that you've been wanting, something that you have wished for. This could be a new love interest, chemistry, the vibe. This could be a new idea that brings money to you. That is allowing you to support your family. It's just whatever that wish fulfillment is, it's going to be different for a lot of you. Just take it as it resonates for you. But I feel like there's something that comes in for you that you've long awaited. Maybe even kept to yourself and didn't tell other people that this is something that you wanted. Give me more. For Aries, give me more, please. You got somebody trying to apologize. They want to make amends with you. They want to be back on the same page as you. So you have somebody coming out of this possible time period of you guys not communicating, and they're wanting to heal the connection between the two of you. Family, lover, friend. Just take it as it resonates. I don't think you're talking to this person right now. I feel like what's happening at this time is that you guys are not communicating. And it's based off of something that they've done or that they've constantly did. It's like a cycle, but they were in denial about doing this. So I feel like you're going to receive that I'm sorry because now they're finally starting to see things clearly. Okay. All right. Let's go on to Taurus. All right, Taurus. Let's see what's going on for you guys relating to the good stuff in the next 30 days. What's happening here? Good stuff in the next 30 days. What's happening? Okay, you guys get a shake up. Okay. I like it. There's something here that wasn't moving. You know what's interesting here? There's something here that wasn't moving, and I feel like it might have been something financial, something to do with your home or with the home that you may have had to like either borrow money, or there's like some sort of shared resources here where maybe for some of you, you had a hard time doing something on your own, maybe buying a house on your own, or you have a roommate. But it was something here where you needed shared shared income or shared finances. You're not having to do this anymore. And this is probably something that is very specific to some, but I feel like what you've been doing is working on having to not depend on others and just being able to be independent and doing it yourself. Because I feel like there's somebody here that when you decide to branch off, they're going to act as though they're better than what they are doing or better than, how they're coming across. But I feel like this person is like taking a loss, like taking a real financial loss. And this is somebody here who can possibly, like, they care about finances a lot. They care about money, things a lot. Maybe even keeping up with the Joneses type of situation. This is something that's very specific. I don't think all Taurus are going to relate to this, but there is something here where it's like maybe you depended on somebody or something, and now you don't have to depend on them. There's a shakeup in the household, and now you're able to branch off and do your own thing, but this person's not able to. So it's going to hit them hard. But the good stuff about it is that you gain your independence. Okay. All right. You got Chariot. Yeah. See, look, Chariot in the reverse with the Four of Wands in the reverse. It's the stopping, the halting of having a what's it called? A oh my God, I just went blank. A shaky foundation. It's not stable. The unstable foundation that you have been kind of just riding out, it's no more. It's coming to a halt in about 30 days from when you watch this. Give me more. Nine of Swords, Ace of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. As you distance yourself from this person, and also keep in mind, it doesn't only have to do with money, but I do feel like for some of y'all might be like in a relationship or moving out of a home that you share with somebody else. But I do feel like a lot of this is moving on, distancing yourself, finding that peace, that balance, that calm. I do see that on your side, you're doing much better. Once again, this is somebody that is financially independent and stable. That's a very stable queen. And on the other hand, what it's showing me is there is somebody else here that is like stressed the fuck out, and they're not saying anything. They're keeping it to themselves. They want to appear to be okay, maybe even nonchalant, like they don't care. They're holding that back. But I feel like you're disconnecting and you're moving on in a very healthy way, might I say. Give me more for Taurus. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, listen. And I think you're also going to be like you're saving up. And maybe that's what's happening is you're saving up. You're getting enough that you need in order to move on. There's something about moving on. And what's going to be, yeah. Even though you might see this situation as not being the good stuff, in hindsight, you're going to see how much it helped you out, because I do feel like unexpectedly you're seeing that it's like, wow, this person's not responding to the way that I thought that they were going to respond to this. And it almost feels as though you don't have that support from this person. But you're taking a leap of faith and you're trusting your intuition, and that's going to lead you down the right path. So just trust in that. Your inner voice is not steering you in the wrong way. But I do feel like it is going to shake up some shit. But it's putting you in the path of where you're supposed to be. Remember, when it's good stuff, it's not going to be roses and lollipops. Some of this stuff is not going to look pretty initially, but in the long term, it gets you where you need to be. It's breaking you out of something so that way you can be on the path that you're supposed to be on. All right, Gemini. What's good stuff coming to you in the next 30 days? What's the good stuff for Gemini next 30 days? Nine of Wands in reverse. You got the Ten of Swords. Magician in the reverse. Hard times are coming to an end. I'm not going to say that you guys were kind of like the victim of something, although some of y'all might have been the victim of something. And if you are, I apologize that, you know, I hate to hear it. I hate that you went through it. It's the end of... Number one, I feel like you guys have kind of been out of your element a little bit. Like, not... Things have not been comfortable. And for, what's it called? A sign that likes a shakeup, it's been a little too shaky. I mean, Uranus being in your sign has really did, and I mean, it's currently still doing some things, but I feel like that's coming to an end, to the point to where now whatever needed to be burned down got burnt down. In the next 30 days, you're starting to feel like yourself, or a better version of yourself. All right. Maybe even, it could even be like shit that you were telling yourself that wouldn't work out, or that couldn't work out, or that you didn't have the power to work out. You're no longer feeling that way. All right. You got Three of Wands here in the reverse. You got the High Priestess in the reverse, and you have the Lover. Somebody is making a choice. Somebody, oh yeah, you got that, somebody wanting to come back around. You got the World in the reverse, which is reflecting that whole, I don't have closure with Gemini. I want to be back in Gemini's life. I feel like they're breaking the silence, because you guys may not be communicating. This is going to come very unexpectedly. Yeah, look, this person feels like they've been left out in the cold since you dropped them. Okay? Since you're no longer dealing with them. This puts you in a place of power, and you get to make the choice. You get to make the decision on what exactly you want to do with this person. So that's good stuff, because it puts you back in the driver's seat. Give me more for Gemini. Oh, I saw something for the Eight of Pentacles, so I'm feeling like something good is happening when it comes to your career. Things working out in your favor. We'll go ahead and claim that, but since I seen it, even though I didn't pull it out, but that's okay. See. All right, you got Judgment here, you got Queen of Pentacles, and you have the Five of Cups. Ooh, you get a financial gain after receiving a loss. Okay, so I got two little things. You finally get justice on something that I feel like really possibly may have messed up your finances. If you got scammed, whatever, or if you had somebody that was in your life and I'm giving you very specific things. Just take it as it resonates for you. Somebody bleeds your fucking bank account, whatever. Like, just take it as it resonates. But I feel like it was something here that was bullshit that caused you to suffer a loss. You guys are finally feeling like you're winning again. Like you have that stability again. Like you have that financial growth and independence again. You guys are in a better place. Look, you even have two of cups to the five of swords in the reverse. This is also reflecting there may be somebody that comes into your life, whether it is a friend or a lover, that helps with not avoiding conflicts, but I feel like this is an easy pairing. Like this is somebody that you're very much on the same page with. Even if you guys are from different walks of life, you just relate to each other in a way, and it's a very easy connection. So I'll just say it like that. You know. All right. What else is good stuff coming in the next 30 days? King of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, I think you're about to meet somebody here, or you're about to link up with someone here that, you know, hold on, let me see. You also got somebody that's trying to return to you that previously was wishy-washy as fuck. So just watch out for that. I don't know if it's this person. I hope it's not. But I do have somebody here that you potentially may be entering into a relationship with. They're coming up as the King of Pentacles. You're the Queen of Pentacles. This is showing a shared commonality, shared interests, shared values, shared stability and growth. Like this is somebody that's on the same page as you. So I do see that there. But then I also saw an ex trying to pop back up. I don't know if you necessarily want to deal with them, but I do feel like, in a sense, some of y'all may have something that you want to speak to get off of your mind. And that's your good stuff, is that you get to tell them off. All right, let's go on to Cancer. All right, Cancer. What is going on for Cancer? Good stuff only. Ooh. What is going on for Cancer? Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Four of Cups in the reverse. Six of Swords. Followed by the Three of Swords. What's the Six of Swords? High Priestess in the reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay. All right. I mean, we got some more apologetic type of energy, or at least somebody trying to break the silence or break the ice with you. I do feel like this may have been a situation that you really wanted to move past, or this person just really wants to move past with you, but they're wanting to heal it. I feel like there's somebody here that's, like I said, breaking the silence, coming back around. They want to heal the connection. This is good stuff for you. I don't want to even see how you're going to take it, but I'm just going to tell you that it's this is what's coming up in the good stuff. Okay, every time I try to look for y'all, it'd be like completely, y'all be feeling the completely opposite. But even still, it is good stuff. Some of y'all want that that apology. Doesn't mean you're taking them back, but sometimes y'all just want to hear the fucking apology. So there it is. You have the Ace of Wands here in the reverse and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Why the Ace of Wands in the reverse? Five of Wands. Justice in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is talking about a false start trying to re-enter your life. It's saying good stuff. Maybe this is good to you. If it's, listen, it's coming up. I'm just going to say it's good stuff. I feel like whoever this person is, I don't think that, you know, I don't think that, I feel like it wasn't that they did you dirty. I feel like this was wrong timing. It was like timing didn't align, or schedules didn't align. There was something here that wasn't good for the development of the connection, and therefore you guys may have had to split. I'm not getting terrible energy off of this, but I feel like this person is now wanting to be involved in your life again. Now, also keep in mind that could be a family member. Maybe that's a parent. Maybe it's a relative of some sort, a brother, a sister. Who knows? You just take it as it resonates for you. But I do feel like somebody here, it was just bad timing, bad lining of circumstances, and things just fizzled out between you and this individual. They're trying to re-enter your life. Let's see. What else for Cancer? What else for Cancer? All right, you got King of Wands here in the reverse. You also have the Seven of Cups, followed by the Ten of Swords. Somebody who, maybe it's you. I don't know. I have here an individual that it's almost like they couldn't make a choice. They were spoiled for choice, or there was so much confusion that they didn't know what direction to go in. Now, if this is you, just take it as it resonates. Whatever the case may be, something's coming to an end. That confusion and whatnot. I feel like a lot of answers were found in those moments of silence, and now this individual, whether it's you that feels this way, or there's somebody else that's in your life that is trying to do this, but it's like now this person or you now has capacity to handle things. Like before, it almost felt like it was too much to handle, too many choices to make. And so it was kind of like, okay, I need to go into seclusion to figure it out. Now I'm back. I know exactly what I want to do. And then boom, you do it. So like I said, could be a person that was dealing with you, didn't know what they wanted, kept to themselves. Now they feel like they know. Or it could be, hell, it could be you trying to figure out what path you want to go in on your career, and you needed a moment. So just take it as it resonates for you. But I feel like there's a clearing of confusion and a larger capacity to be able to maintain some things. All right, Page of Swords in the reverse. You got the Two of Swords in the reverse. Is somebody getting unblocked, or do they unblock you? I feel like there's some communication that's coming in after blocks and delays. Now, if this isn't in relation to a love thing, this could also be if you've been waiting for a response from like a company, or you were trying to get a new job, or it's whatever. I just feel like there may have been a point in time where you were waiting for information to come in and it wasn't. And you almost felt like, you know what? Maybe they're not interested. Maybe they don't want me. And this could very well, because when I'm saying this makes me feel like applying for a job. You finally hear, after a long period of silence, the answer. You finally get the answer. Okay, so that's the good stuff. All right, let's go on to Leo. All right, Leo. What's going on for Leo? What's going on for you? Ooh, I like it already. Mental clarity, number one. Number two, I feel like you just don't have as much stress. Like there's something here where I don't know if you're like the emotional part of it, you feel stable, or maybe there's some more money that came in and now you're not as stressed out, but there's stress is being alleviated. I don't see you guys freaking out on anything in the next 30 days. Let's see. I also feel like you've completely emotionally detached from someone who wants to keep the lifeline open. Get a cord cutting for this, because it feels like they're trying to manipulate to keep things open, but I feel like you have mastered the art of detaching from them emotionally. You've taken a page out of your sister sign Aquarius's book, and you've completely detached from them, which is actually a really good thing, because now it's not pissing you off as much as it was before. We also have the Page of Wands here in the reverse, followed by the Two of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like there's some sort of distance that you're keeping, and no longer are interested in going down that path. Funny enough, I thought work. For some of you, you might be quitting. Like no longer wanting to be there. And then look, you go to the Hierophant. because you're going to something that's going to be taking you to the next level. If this is a connection, it could be that you've broken up with someone and maybe they're wanting to come back, but you don't, because you have this other thing here that is taking you to the next level when it comes to romance. All right, what else? What else here? All right, you got Page of Pentacles here, followed by the Strength card in the reverse. You're doing something a little bit different. Oh, I like this though. You're doing something a little bit different. It's getting you out of your comfort zone. It is something new that you are learning. So I feel like this is something that you're trying to build, or that you're trying to, well, I was going to say explore, but I do feel like it's like you're trying to be consistent. You're trying to be steady. It is something that is new to you and you're having to learn as you go. It can feel a little uncomfortable at the very beginning, but I do feel like you get your confidence. You get real confident about whatever it is new that you're starting, and you're doing really well. The one thing that I will say that pops up, but I think you're still going to master it anyway, is just getting over the lies in your head or something that may say, oh, this feels uncomfortable and I don't want to go towards it. You are a fixed sign. Sometimes fixed signs, it's almost like you got to push them off the cliff in order for them to take the leap. So, because maybe you don't have a cardinal sign getting you to do that, you're going to have to do this for yourself. So just make sure that you understand, getting out of your comfort zone, albeit new thing that you don't really know too much about. I still see a lot of confidence coming, because it is fulfilling to you, whatever this may be. All right, what else for Leo? Judgment. Six of Wands. What did I, there's something in your calling. It's going to bring a lot of attraction, attention, praise. I feel like people are going to praise you for whatever it is that you are doing. But it is I feel like this is purpose. This is purpose driven, like not necessarily second chance with a relationship, although there may be a second chance with a relationship that's popping up for you. But I feel like this is more so on the level of work, or on the level of a dream that you have that you want to, you know, you want to make bigger. Whatever this is, it is bringing a lot of attention, where you're receiving recognition, you're receiving praise, you have notoriety, those types of things. Really shining. Six of Cups here, Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands. I feel like love life is going to be pretty damn decent as well. You may keep that on the low to yourself, simply because you feel like it feels more aligned when people aren't in your business. So I see you kind of keeping that to yourself. Not saying that they're a secret, but you're trying to enjoy the time. But I feel like whoever this person is, it's like soulmate level. It's a high attraction. You guys feel good together. I feel like this could be another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. And there's a lot of emotional expression. So, all right, let's go on to Virgo. All right, Virgo. What's the good stuff coming for you guys in the next 30 days? Let's take a look and see. See you detaching from something. You know, this is going to be one of those things where it's like redirection was your protection, because you have the Page of Cups here in the reverse, followed by the Moon card with the Five of Cups. This feels like something that at one point you may have felt like this was such a loss that it never got to its potential. But it feels like this was more so of it blessing you with the redirection, so that way you did not endure the things that you didn't know anything about, possible deception, or maybe just things that weren't going to go the way that they should go. Sorry, your timer is all messed up. Okay, there we go. But you have that King of Cups there. So I feel like whatever this loss was, or whatever the perceived loss, because I feel like this is more so of a perceived loss than an actual loss with someone who it didn't develop into something. I see you detaching from that emotionally. So it's no longer plaguing your brain, I guess. It's like you come to realize the whole reason as to why you like things didn't work out. So I don't know, you might find out something crazy about this person, because I do feel like it's going to be like truths coming out about a lot of things, actually, not just about this person, but a lot of things. And it might point in the direction of the reason as to why. Yeah, the Four of Swords here, followed by Temperance in the reverse. I do feel like you're going to get some much needed rest, because I feel like something is starting to kind of mess with you temperament wise, like needing a break, but not being able to get the break, or not necessarily giving yourself the break. And therefore it's like you're a little moody because you haven't been able to rest. But I feel like rest is coming. So that way you're able to put yourself back in a better mood. Like much needed rest. Look, you have the Hermit in the reverse. What's that about? You got a lot of cards flying out all over the place too. It's hard for me to shuffle. The Hermit in the reverse, Knight of Wands. You're going to do something you wouldn't normally do. And I feel like this is an impulsive type of action here, but it's going to lead you to something good. Initially, you might stress yourself out a little bit, because once you do it, I feel like then comes the over analysis. But I think it works out for you. You have the Knight of Cups. This could be somebody, this could be in love. Like, maybe you do something that you wouldn't normally do. All right, you got Ace of Swords here in the reverse. You got a lot of cards falling out. And the Chariot. Huh. Followed by the Empress. You are claiming victory over something. There's what I will say is this. Whatever this is, I do feel like it brings a lot of attention your way. You have the Empress here. This is like bringing in, this is like bringing in eyes towards something that you see. How do I explain this? It's like something that you're creating, and people are seeing the value in whatever it is that you're doing. So it's like you're finally winning in this category, and I feel like there's going to be a major progression in the right direction there too. I just heard everybody's going to know your name. Give me more on that Chariot. Judgment in the reverse. Hierophant. Four of Pentacles. Also, some of the things that you have held back from doing, or you've listened to your better judgment, like moving very cautiously on certain situations, and not just taking a leap of faith, or doing something stupid. You have the Hierophant here. I see like evolution of you going to the next level because of these very smart decisions that you have made. Like you're finally starting to see the fruits of your labor, things starting to pay off for you. All right, give me more for Virgo. All right, you got Two of Cups here in the reverse, followed by the Seven of Swords in the reverse, and the Fool card in the reverse. King of Wands at the bottom of the deck in reverse. You find out that somebody is full of shit. That's the good stuff, is that you part ways from this person, or you start to at least be very cautious of this person and dealing with them. But you find out the truth about something. I feel like it saves you. It's going to save you. So, all right, Libra. Good stuff for Libra for the next 30 days. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Page of Cups. What's shit? And look, this card. Libra, there you go. So number one, you're in a position of power. But I want to see what this Seven of Pentacles in the reverse is, because this is something about you not wasting time on something new. Hold on, let me see. Ten of Swords. Huh. You free yourself from something. I want to say an obligation, something that may be possibly a waste of time. I feel like you're freeing yourself from that obligation. You feel like it is a waste of time, so it's coming to an end. But this is actually you pulling your power back, and I feel like you're aligning with your higher purpose. Because whatever this is, I don't think you're lingering in this. I feel like you're moving out of it very quickly. Yeah, you're gaining clarity very quickly about that situation. That it's not working. So that's the good stuff, is that you don't waste your time on something that's not working and potentially be out of resources, out of energy, hurt in some way. You save yourself, kind of like Virgo. You have the Devil here, followed by the Nine of Wands in the reverse and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like something is about to work out in your favor. I think it's funny that the Devil pops up, because it's almost like saying make sure you don't get too cocky on this. It almost feels like some sort of career thing works out in your favor. I don't know if you're going a step up. Possibly. You have the Emperor here at the bottom of the deck as well. Some of y'all may be getting a promotion. I see a lot of independent stability. No longer being tied down or burnt out, like something bringing relief to you. What else for Libra? King of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's something going on with your finances that I think you're gonna like. It's something really good. So much so that it says don't be cocky about it, or like just watch yourself. Watch yourself on like spending on bullshit, or watch yourself on like, allowing the ego to try to, not saying be humble, because I don't believe in being humble. Because that means to be beneath something. But I don't know what this is, but I feel it. It's something financial too. It feels like, like building an empire. Maybe like don't let the power go to your head type shit. All right. Libra, what else? Next 30 days. What's going on for Libra? Two of Swords in the reverse. You got the Lovers. There's some sort of choice being made. I don't know if this is in love, but let me see. Wheel of Fortune. Judgment. I don't know, but it looks like, I'm telling you, what is going on for y'all. This is like something happening to where the like luck is on your side. I'm not gonna say that this is just like work related shit. I feel like you're just lucky. Your luck is on your side. You're very lucky these next 30 days. Something, you either get a second chance at something, your calling, your passion. I feel like this is something that's unexpected, but it's in a good way. I like the Wheel of Fortune when it's in the upright. Anything else? Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles. King of Cups. You might be, okay, so for some of y'all, if this is love, you could be getting into a new relationship, or like you find the person that you're going to be in your next serious relationship with. There's like doors opening for you. All right. Scorpio. All right. What is the good stuff for Scorpio? What's coming in the next 30 days? What's coming in good stuff next 30 days? What's coming in good stuff next 30 days? Okay, Four of Wands followed by the Queen of Cups in the reverse and the Two of Wands. I feel like emotional stability. Maybe if you felt kind of like you felt emotionally numb and in some respects, maybe even feeling like you are so numb that you don't really know what you want or where you want to go. But I feel like there's some sort of you're gaining some sort of structure when it comes to that particular situation there. Give me more, Scorpio, please. Yeah, Eight of Cups here, followed by the Three of Cups in the reverse and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. A lot, I'm starting to see a major theme across the board of a lot of people gaining clarity or finding out truths about something. I feel like you are no different. And I do feel like there is something that you gain clarity about. You make a decision on doing this. I feel like this has something to do with a disappointment that you've had in the past and walking away from that completely. How is this good? Let's see. Fool card. You get to experience something new, and I think it's exciting for you too. Star card in the reverse, the Moon card, the Eight of Swords. You also have some, I don't know, maybe emotions, fears, some hurt come to the surface. We have the Moon card in the reverse, followed by the Star card in the reverse, and the Eight of Swords. Okay, what's the good for this? World card in the reverse. Page of Pentacles. Ten of Wands. Five of Pentacles. Why do I feel like some of y'all are going to decide to go and like talk to somebody? And when I say talk to somebody, I mean like talk to somebody that, like therapy. The good stuff is being able to talk out a burden or hardship, something that you're having a hard time closing out. This person makes you feel like you're not alone. I don't know, there's something in relation to relating to someone or talking to someone. I mean, the good stuff is that it's getting out of you instead of being trapped in your mind. That's a very interesting good stuff. I don't think I've ever had like anything like that come out in the good stuff before. Going to, I mean, essentially, it almost feels like going to get help, but yeah, in a sense, you're no longer keeping it in because it was doing a number on you. And now you finally get to go on your healing path. And I think that's essentially what it is your healing path. That's the good stuff, is you're finally going to be able to transmute that energy into something positive, even if it's just like, dude, love when this shit happens, because I'm telling you about transmuting fucking energy, and this is exactly what the Temperance card represents, is transmuting the energy into something that's more balanced or something more positive. I feel like you guys are it's weird because I feel like you guys are ready, is what I want to say. You're ready. Like maybe before you weren't ready to do it, but you're ready now. So kudos to you guys, man. Especially for the ones who do need it, like need to get it out of their system, need to no longer hold those burdens, and being able to talk with somebody. Mental health. Four Pentacles in the reverse, followed by the King of Cups in reverse, and the Five of Swords in reverse. This is once again kind of talking about that same thing where it's like letting go of something that maybe emotionally overwhelmed you, and it no longer is a problem for you. It no longer has like power over your brain, power over your thoughts. Look at this Tower. See? You're shaking shit up. And that's you, the Tower. So you guys are in a place of power. You're taking your power back, actually. That's definitely what it is. Yeah, not being silent no more. No longer being silent about something that has affected you. 555 on the clock as well. That was very specific reading. All right. Sagittarius. What's going on for Sag? Next 30 days. Good stuff, please. What's the good stuff for Sagittarius in the next 30 days? Oh, shoot. Hold on. All right. And look at this. We got the Death card. There's some sort of transformation that's happening for you guys. So let's see what's going on there. King of Wands in the reverse. Give me more on that King of Wands in the reverse. Hierophant. Now it could be if you've been inconsistent, you're now becoming more consistent. If it's not, maybe you're dealing with somebody that at one point was inconsistent and now they're becoming very consistent and there's discipline behind it. Whatever it may be, if it's you, if it's dealing with another person doing this, that is good stuff. Okay? That is good stuff. That's here. Being more reliable, dependable. All right, you got Two of Cups in the reverse, you got the Knight of Wands, and you have the Seven of Swords. You are not free of this either, Sagittarius, because here we go again. Finding out some sort of truth unexpectedly, leading to a separation, but it is for your greater good. Even if it feels not good, it is for your good, okay? Because the truth has to come out. It's showing single energy, so being able to separate yourself from whatever that deceptive energy was. That could even be a friend breakup, family breakup. Like you're no longer dealing with whoever that individual was that you found out about whatever the truth is. All right, Sagittarius. Oop, I just saw that card come out. You got Two of Wands. You got Justice. Going towards things that are more aligned with your greater good. That Two of Wands, you're making decisions. You made a decision to go towards a particular path. You're going towards the right path. since it's justice. Nine of Cups in the reverse, Five of Pentacles, the Chariot. If you've been feeling kind of low, like low, I don't know, maybe lonely, although I can't see a Sag being, regularly. You don't see Sag as being lonely. They like being by themselves, but maybe you have felt a little bit of loneliness, not feeling as optimistic as you normally would be. I know you guys are going through a transformation. So, I mean, it would kind of make sense as to why things would kind of change up. But I feel like that is about to come to an end as well. So that's no longer progressing. Hell, some of y'all might be fighting depression, because that kind of gives me those vibes. But I feel like that's shifting. Give me more. Judgment. Rebirth. You're being reborn. See, I'm telling you, there's something here where you guys were going through a shift and it might have felt kind of isolating and lonely, even if you do like to be by yourself. But it just feels like feeling emotionally depleted, but that's stopping because it feels like you are now reborn. You went through your transformation. We started off with the Death card. There's Judgment, death and rebirth. What's coming with that Judgment card? Being free of the devil. Look at that. Devil in the reverse. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Six of Swords in the reverse. Why the Six of Swords? Hermit. Yeah, I don't know why I want to say resurrected, but you're being freed from something that I feel like you didn't talk to other people about. This could be fears, this could be addictions, it could be a lot of things, toxic things, whatever. And it lingered. It almost like it didn't get better. And I see a lot of isolation that you guys may have done, but what I also see is it's weird because Scorpio was kind of like the same, where it was like you're getting to talk about things, because I'm just about to say you're no longer keeping this a secret. No longer suffering in silence, because it looks like you're looking at, your perspective is changing on something. It's completely changing how you view this situation, which is also helping with getting you into better spirits. I will say it is something that you're kind of having to get out of your comfort zone. Now, it doesn't have to be as serious as what it sounds like right now. It could literally just be, I don't know, let me think of something simple. It could literally just be like stage fright. Like, I got to go make speeches, but I've been scared shitless, but I haven't been telling anybody. And, I conquered a fear. Honestly, it feels like conquering fears. Some of y'all may have went through a dark night of the soul, and you're finally coming out of it. All right, Capricorn. What's the good stuff in the next 30 days? Good stuff in the next 30 days. Sun in the reverse. Three of Swords. Some of y'all are getting healing. I was going to say on something invisible. Maybe it's not easily seen by other people. This is whatever this is that you're receiving healing on. I don't feel like people knew about it. Whatever this is, it was not shown to others. Like, other people did not know. When I say other people didn't know, but you're receiving healing on that situation. So what about it? Wait, Seven of Swords with Seven of Wands in reverse. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Something about you. There may be something that you kind of, sort of, maybe not seeing the truth, or I personally feel like it's not that you weren't seeing the truth. I feel like maybe you tried to, there was a little bit of a lie that you told yourself, or denying that something, maybe at one point you were. Maybe you told yourself something would get better, but in reality you knew it wasn't going to get better. Because I feel like whatever this is, it overstepped boundaries, but it was almost as though you tried to act like it didn't overstep boundaries. Either way it goes, you're dropping that shit and no longer going towards it anymore. It's like when somebody says, I'm fine, but you're not fine. And other people know you're not fine, but you're pretending to be fine. That's a lie, technically, I guess. You have the Six of Swords that's here. I do feel like you're moving away from something that was difficult. And you may have told yourself that it was going to get better just so you can get through it. But you're finally able to, like, no longer be the person that's juggling things and trying to make things work. Yeah. I feel like this might be a partnership, or this could be a job. Could be a friendship. But I don't think it's, well, I don't know. It could be a friendship. I'm not going to say that it's not that. All right, you got Four Cups here in the reverse. Page of Cups in the reverse. Ten of Swords. That surface level person who seems to have only wanted either one thing from you. I feel like this person never really wanted to get deeper, or they're just immature. Maybe they just didn't have the capacity to do so. I feel like with this, you're no longer stressing yourself out. I feel like you may even be putting an end to dealing with that person. What other good stuff coming in the next 30 days? Ooh, I like this. All right, you got Hermit to the King of Pentacles. Something you're working on brings a lot of success. It is something that you're working on solo, so you're not like going to other people to get assistance or support or anything like that. I feel like this has been something that's like you stuck in there even when times got rough, because you could feel that there was going to be some sort of payoff. That King of Pentacles is like that money is sitting real nice because of the choices that you made, and you're able to see that in the next 30 days. But yeah, so much so that if you wanted to frivolously spend, you absolutely could frivolously spend. You have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, so it's not like you have miserly energy. You don't. You're in a good place. You're in a good position. What's that? Ace of Wands. Lovers. Queen of Pentacles. Huh. I do see you guys separating yourself from things that disappoint you. So no longer lingering in that energy. If it's disappointing, if it's too much, if it's whatever, it's not meeting your needs, you're cutting it completely off. Like you're not going towards it because you don't want to be in this energy of need, wanting. lingering desire. I feel like you're not giving a person a second chance, which I think is interesting because as soon as you close that door, another person enters. So if you're wanting to make that choice on this new thing that's popped up, you absolutely can. You have that choice. So there is something new that is coming your way. And you can take it if you want. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius. What's going on for you? Aquarius, next 30 days, good stuff. Okay. Either you start talking to somebody who didn't think you were into them, or you think somebody's not into you, and you find out that they are very much into you. Eight of Wands, Six of Wands in the reverse. You got the Knight of Cups here. This is somebody here that, yeah, I mean, I feel like this person was always into you. There's somebody here who's wanting to show affections, and it's possible that you doubted how they felt, or maybe this is vice versa. Maybe this is the cross watcher watching and you're doubting that the Aquarius feels this way. But I feel like there's a lot of incoming communication, a lot of fast forward movement regarding matters of love. I do feel like that is love related. All right, what else good for Aquarius here? All right, Five of Cups to the Six of Swords in reverse and the Three of Pentacles. If you felt like there's something that you lost or you've been grieving, I feel like this person or this situation is coming back, and this time around it is going to work out. There is collaborative energy that's here. This is building energy. This is people coming together in agreement and working as a team, teamwork. That's coming back. So if you feel like at one point you suffered a loss, you're building back up. That could be work or love related, family related. Just take it as it resonates for you. Okay, Aquarius, next 30 days. Good stuff. Good stuff the next 30 days. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay. Two of Wands in reverse, Knight of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Five of Swords. Seven of Wands. All right. You have someone here, could be you, could be another individual at one point in time. I feel like analysis paralysis is what is causing this whole situation where it's like you don't know what direction to go in, feeling there's certain restrictions that aren't really restrictions. They're not really true. It's more so of like what you're telling yourself in your head. But I feel like the reality sets in of the situation, which actually takes away all of the conflict and allows for you to start moving in the right direction. Even if it's slow progress, it's still progress. Honestly, it could be anything. That maybe you weren't telling yourself necessarily the truth about a situation. Now, roles can be reversed. This could be somebody else who wasn't seeing the truth and now is waking up to the truth. And because of that, now they want to take action. Just take it as it resonates. All right. Knight of Swords followed by the Three of Swords. The Ace of Swords. Ten of Cups. There is some sort of truth that at one point in time, it's going to hurt somebody's feelings. Could be your feelings or the other individual that's receiving the truth. But I do feel like a truth comes in, some sort of information comes in, feelings get hurt. However, that truth brings victory. Ten of Cups. brings happiness. So it's almost like there's something here that needs to be discussed in order for things to get better. Maybe you're telling I was going to say, maybe you're telling HR the truth about something. Maybe you're having a sit down with a friend and you're telling them the truth, and you know that it might hurt, but at the end of the day, you know, it at the end of the day, sometimes truths need to come to light in order for things to get better. So I feel like that's one of these things. Any more? Star card. I love that. Four Swords in the reverse. Temperance in the reverse. 10 of Wands. If you've been bombarded with a lot of things, like a lot of obligations and things that you have to do, to the point to where just you did not feel at ease, because there's something here that was coming in and just messing all of that up. Because this feels like very uncomfortable, maybe even to the point to where it could possibly piss you off, just how things are. I do feel like those burdens are about to be lifted off of you. There's real true healing that's here. It's going to put you in a position of power. You're going to feel like you're gaining your power back. And this just feels like a situation that is just needed balance. You needed to alchemize the energy, transmute it into something more positive. And I feel like you do. And I feel like what happens is whatever that monkey was that was on your back, you got that monkey off your back. You got these burdens lifted, that baggage gone. All right, Pisces. What's going on for Pisces in the next 30 days? What's going on with Pisces? Next 30 days. Good stuff. Good stuff for Pisces next 30 days. Good stuff for Pisces. All right, you got the Fool here, followed by the Ace of Swords. You're taking a leap of faith towards something, taking a risk on something, and it yields positive results. With that Ace of Swords, that's you're claiming victory over a situation that you took a risk. You took a risk and you won. Okay, you got Eight of Cups here, followed by the Moon. Page of Pentacles. What's the Page of Pentacles? Five of Cups. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Oh, you're catching yourself from repeating a past situation. You actually are stopping yourself. I think this is somebody new that comes into your life. You're walking away from them. You got Page of Pentacles here. That feels like new energy. It could be somebody that you previously weren't talking to, and then you started talking to again. But I feel like this time around you're like catching certain things. So you have the Eight of Cups to the Moon, walking away from either deception or something that you can feel deep down internally doesn't feel right. Something that's being hidden. What's being hidden is you repeating a past of loss, of grief, of feeling like you've lost something. So it's very possible whoever this new person is that comes into your life, or that, you may already be talking to this person, but whoever this person is, you're peeping game faster than you have in the past. You stop yourself from repeating like a cycle. You save yourself. Give me more for Pisces, please. All right. Four of Wands in the reverse. Hanged Man in the reverse. Page of Swords. There's some sort of... Okay. You got some burdens that I feel like are being lifted, but you're not talking about it. You're keeping it to yourself. But there's something here, like... something transitions or transforms. Like maybe you weren't doing really well in the past and now you're like tables have turned, things have changed for the better, but you're not telling people. You're keeping it to yourself. Maybe some of y'all have moved, but you're not telling anybody. You're keeping it to yourself. That is good. It's in the good stuff, so that means continue doing that. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody about your good stuff. Give me more for Pisces. All right, you got Page of Wands here in the reverse. You got the Page of Cups, followed by Temperance in the reverse. Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Funny. You're okay. It's very strange how this keeps coming out, but it looks like there's somebody that is new, and this could be the same person. I don't know. Just take it as it resonates for you. It does feel like a love thing. Page of Cups. Somebody is showing interest in you, but you're not showing interest in this person, or you're not really interested, because the first thing that you're noticing is that the feeling about this person feels very fucking familiar. Six of Cups. Now, it could be a familiar person, but and like maybe they're reaching out to try to smooth things over with you or show some sort of emotion. I feel like you're not going to take the bait, whatever this is, because I do feel like whoever this is, they don't have good intentions for you. Like it's definitely for their own benefit. Like there's a selfishness that's there, but you have that Temperance in the reverse. You have that Five of Swords. This person likes to play games. It's almost like they like to make people, they like to make or knock you off your square. That's what they like to do. This is somebody who likes to play games. And I feel like because they feel so familiar to you, you're like, nope. And I've been here before. I don't want to do this again. And you stop it. There's no interest. You're not even interested to even go that way. High Priestess in the reverse. Strength card in the reverse. Seven of Swords. What about it? Lovers. Two of Wands. King of Pentacles in the reverse. So it looks like for a lot of you, your intuition is going to get stronger as well. The reason I say this is because previously it looks like it was kind of weak. Like maybe you weren't trusting yourself. And I feel like that's changing. You're trusting yourself more and more and more, and it's growing stronger and stronger and stronger. It's helping you make decisions and choices and leading you down the right path. So you will start to notice that as well, that your intuition is getting even stronger than it has before. You're not afraid to listen to it and follow your gut. Like fear is no longer guiding you. It's your intuition that's guiding you. All right, Pisces. Well, everybody, that's your all signs for the good stuff. Thank you guys so much for being here. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for your patience. You need something personalized, miatarot.com. Link is in the description box. And until next time, you guys take care.